In the Living Lab, every subject brings its own expertise to the same problem, and the problem this year is how do we transform the campus food system so that it works better for people and planet. And the business ethics module, this third year business module, was a perfect opportunity to look at our supply chain. So the business ethics students were able to research and critique and really investigate the corporate social responsibility of all of these companies that are supplying the campus. They could choose whichever they wanted, from Coca-Cola at the top end down to small local ethical companies like York Coffee Emporium and Vegan Fried Chicken. And they could look at the ethical policies, the environmental policies of those companies, and then gently challenge them. We want to use our procurement power as an institution to challenge businesses to do better.
We also ran a number of field trips to local businesses in York who the business school had connections with, and who also the Living Lab had connections with as well. We visited the Refill Cafe in Bishop Hill, Bishy Way, a sustainable business on Bishop Thorpe Road, and Grow It York, a vertical farm in Spark, to give the students a flavour for the range of different ethical, sustainable businesses within York and how they're trying to deliver and implement sustainable food systems and practices within the city.
You don't have to go anywhere far. There's a lot of places in New York that are actually working together for this. And I think it was really important to know that some people really commit to make something better. And it's not just people that say stuff, you can actually see it. So once you see it and you see it's working, I feel like you get more engaged or more committed, because you say, okay, actually it makes an impact. I might want to help out with them, be a volunteer, or just implement this lifestyle for me.
In terms of the food and drink system, we think of businesses who consider sustainable food and drink systems, who consider regenerative food and drink systems which have positive impacts on the planet, on the environment. Business ethics is that wider type of thinking. It's a more holistic thinking. It's a thinking which considers systems and systems change. So it's not just thinking about the past and the present, it's also thinking about the future, and perhaps having ethics there in practical terms, in a strategy, a business strategy laid out so the future is considered by the business.
Ethical business practice is gaining a whole new meaning because we are in the middle of a climate crisis and a cost of living crisis, and our students are deeply, acutely concerned about both of those things. Our students want to see us working with local organisations and suppliers and really leading the way, walking the talk and experimenting with new approaches to running our entire food system on campus that really put well-being and the environment first.
Sustainability is crucial for preserving the environment and ensuring a long-term success. And by companies doing this type of behavior will maybe attract new customers that prioritize this type of business ethics.
What we want to move towards is a way of operating our food system that really builds on students' democratically expressed wishes and dreams for the campus food system.
Recognizing that is a problem around and working with the uni in this towards to make it better and have a proper change, and engaging with with the canteen, offering new options or maybe better options. It's been so good, and knowing that we are all working towards something better.
I hope that the students gained a variety of different skills from this module. First of all, the sheer belief and confidence that they can have real life impacts with the research that they do. They were able through this module to have at the Living Lab Feastival event at the end of term. They had real life conversations with representatives from Coca-Cola and a local business, E-Cups, and having those conversations and debates could only have given them confidence to talk about the work which they did. Other skills which they may take away are creative skills. I think the Living Lab module business ethics made them think creatively from a different angle, especially when they were creating these posters, and they knew that the posters were going to be exhibited at the Living Lab Feastival at the end of year event. I think the students gained more of an awareness about how important what we eat and drink is, and how this system, this food and drink system, impacts upon our daily lives. And that was where the module was really good, actually, because it gave the students a focus and a real concentration. It wasn't just about business ethics; it was about business ethics and the food and drink system.
I think what I've liked the most is doing something relevant with uni, something that it can make an impact, and something that I actually saw some kind of results. So that's what I really liked, and also looking for real examples in life and analyzing companies that we probably use day to day. So I'm finishing now my degree. By the time I'm going to start applying for jobs, I might think about if I want to work in certain companies because just of the behavior and their ethics and the values and what they respect and what they do not respect.
The Living Lab works best when it's genuinely collaborative co-working between students, like business ethics students, bringing their own subject expertise that they're in the middle of developing, and staff, academic staff, and then the staff from catering, estates, professional services, procurement, who are ready to actually help make the changes that the students are researching and suggesting.
And I think it's really important to educate, and that's the first step to make something like really change. And I think uni's doing well, but now it's part of staff and students to get committed with this whole thing.